We're here at the World Telecommunication Development Conference 2014 in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, and I've got the great pleasure of being joined by Mr. Vitalie Tarlev, who is Deputy Minister for the Ministry of Information, Technology and Communications for the Republic of Moldova. Deputy Minister, thank you very much indeed for being with us today.
Thank you very much for inviting us.
I'd like to start off by talking about the ITU and how it, in your opinion, fosters international cooperation in order to develop national policies for ICT development.
Well, it should be stated here that International Telecommunication Unit uses its authority and its instruments to combine international practice and to promote it in different regions. So Moldova is a special case for ITU. We had very productive cooperation in the last few years, so I'm very happy to mention that together with ITU, General Secretariat with BDT, we succeeded to have few very successful regional forums in Chisinau on different topics from our agenda. So from time to time, in small countries like mine, is needed to create a platform for sharing views, sharing best practices, for promoting ITU recommendation at national and regional levels. So we use very successful this opportunity, and using this occasion I'd like to thank my colleagues in ITU and to mention that we are also working now on a next project. It will be a regional forum in Chisinau in May on shared use of electronic communication infrastructure, and also, as I mentioned, using this opportunity, we're trying to combine experience and efforts from two different regions. It's a cross-regional project. So experts from Poland, from Bulgaria, or from Romania will teach or will share their experience on these special topics with their colleagues from neighboring ITU region, from CIS plus Georgia region. So this is the instrument we are using, and this is very successful. Thank you.
In terms of Moldova, there are obviously big, wide sort of rural parts of the country that have issues with regards to connectivity, but I know that you're being very proactive in connecting them. Perhaps you could tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we are using different ways to promote ICT as a tool for development. One of the successful projects which was developed also with support of ITU was opening or creating a network of public access points to the internet. So it was a very successful project because it made accessible for people in rural areas, accessible using the facilities of local post. So we just combined the network of posts with these public access points, and this combination was very helpful for different communities. We have good opinion from local authorities, from communities on these pilot projects, and also this experience, as I understood, ITU intends to promote and to develop in different other regions.
Of course, the major theme here is broadband for sustainable development. Do you see that as the key theme for Moldova as well?
Yeah, of course, because the evolution in this area is quite fast. We need to keep an eye permanently on infrastructure development. With support of ITU, we succeeded to implement from 2010 to 2013, we succeeded to implement broadband development program in Moldova. It was in line with VC's action lines. It was in line with best cases in the region and in other countries successful in this regard. And after implementation of these projects, 3 years projects, we are now in the position to have connected 64% of population. The penetration to broadband internet in Moldova is 64%. So it's quite encouraging, and now our next steps in this regard are to develop local national content in order to create conditions for our communities to make use of best technologies. Well, the globalized world is one side, but from another side we have to think about developing local electronic services, local content. And that's why we are working on implementation of policy document in developing local content in Moldova.
Now, this conference happens every 4 years. I wanted to ask you, what are your hopes, what are your aspirations for the results of this conference?
The main expectation is related to strategic development plan. So, of course, every nation will make reference to this to the strategic goals stated by this conference. And our expectation is that what we are doing now is in line of what is going on at the global level. So from one side, we are participating here as developers of this initiative, but from another side, we are expecting to see the results and to work together with other countries on implementation.
Deputy Minister, thank you very much indeed for being with us today.
Thank you.
And thank you for being with us too.